Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the books I read in the month of August. This month wasn't as great a reading month as I would have hoped because I got sick for about a week of it and I didn't read, and a few days after that I still didn't read because I just wasn't in the mood for it. I don't know why, but then I started getting back in the mood and then I got really back into reading them, and I was getting really excited about trying to read as many books as I could. But sadly, I only read 5 this month, and the majority of them were from the Booktubeathon. But anyway, let's get started with my list. So the first book I have here, I actually finished before the Booktubeathon because the Booktubeathon started on the 3rd, and I finished this on about the 2nd. So the first book I have here is Banished by Nicole Marsh. This book was sent to me by my auntie, and she's an author, which is like awesome, but she sometimes gets young adult books and she just sends them to me because she writes a lot of like Mills and Boon books. You should check her out. Her name is Michelle Douglas. She's amazing. But this is one of her friends and she sent me the book, and it was a really good read. I enjoyed this book. And pretty much this book is about a girl whose ex-boyfriend kills himself the day after she breaks up with him, and you know, she, like, after that event she just doesn't want to live in the town she's in anymore, so she moves to New York, I'm pretty sure. Yes, she moves to New York and to live with her aunt. The fun thing in this story is that her mum and aunt are part of Wicca, so they're witches, but Alyssa doesn't believe it, and she just never wants to, but then strange things starts happening, and it's more like, with this book, it's a lot of premise of being like, is it really true, or is it just a prank, or just, you never know what's happening. But the end, I was so just like, oh damn, it was intense. The end was good, and there's also some mature content in this, and I don't mean, you know, like the sexy times, but some mature stuff that's really like, oh, it's so sad. But it was a good read. Recommend. The next book I read, and you're gonna know, it's The Selection by Kira Cass. I loved it. I thought it was so great, and I read this at the beginning of the month, and now it's September, and I haven't even read the rest of the series because I've had so many other books coming, and you saw the book haul. And you know the way I got this? I got I bought the second book first, and then I bought the third one. I bought them all in differently. Then I bought the third one in the bookstore, then I bought this one from Book Depository, and then I bought the fourth one at my local bookstore in Jindabyne at Snowprint bookstore. So this whole series is like different type of books, but they're all the same covers, so it's good. But I really liked this story. And as a quick summary, it's 35 girls fighting for the prince, and it's like The Bachelor. All you need to know, but it's so much more in depth than The Bachelor, of course, but it's a really good read, and I recommend it to you all. The next book that I finished this month was Shatter Me by Tahira Mafe. This book was awesome. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, it was so great, man. Like, I really liked the idea of how, you know, her touch is lethal, so she can if she touches anyone, she will just kill them or put them at least through a lot of pain. Like, I mean, she has to be holding them for a while before they kill them, but it's basically about a girl who's been, like, she feels like she's been jailed for most of her life, and then she gets a roommate, and things change from there. Because she starts, you know, finding herself, finding her power, figuring out, you know, who's evil, who's not, and just all of that stuff that's just really good character development. But the character development in this book was just on point. On point! The next book that I read was White Hot Kiss by Jennifer Armentrout, and oh my god. I never knew I could fall in love with a book as much as I fell in love with this series. It was the best. I think it's one of the best books I've read this year by far. It was so great, so great. Probably should take this one up here. I read the sequel as well, which is Stone Cold Touch. So, I read 2 of the books in this series, and the third one still hasn't come out, but I did go to my bookstore and I asked about it, and they're gonna call me when it comes to the store, and it's gonna be in the matching covers. purple covers with the glitter on the front. So I'm happy that this will be coming, but man, I think I want to buy everything Jennifer Armentrout has ever written now because this is just so amazing. So I'm going to be like getting the Covenant series, getting the Luck series, getting all these books that are hers, that are amazing because she's amazing. But if you want to see my review on these two books, I made two separate videos. The first one is not spoiled. The first one is spoiler free, the second one is not, because talking about the events in the second one, I wouldn't want to spoil you for the first book. So these are the 5 books that I read in the month of August. Whoa! Oh, damn it! I don't think I've successfully been able to hold up a stack of books at all. This works. These are the books that I read in the month of August. They're all amazing. It's a really good reading month. There was nothing that I hated. It's all good, and I'm excited for the next month of reading. It's gonna be great. But anyway, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a good day.